Hello everyone and welcome back to the Mouse Diva channel and a huge, heavy book haul.
Moving pictures. Hello there, moving pictures.
What's up, Doc?
I've been all around the world. Every city, every place. Always been a restless girl.
Hopefully you saw my recent Monday montage of the 50% off hardbacks that Barnes & Noble had. So maybe twice a year, maybe. They have hundreds of hardback books that are half off. Also, their magazines are buy one, get one half off. 25% off of Legos. And I feel like there was one other sale. But anyway, I just cannot pass up those sales because I'm a book collector. I prefer to read hardbacks over soft covers. And I went. I told myself I was going for you guys. Going to do a Monday montage because if you've been following me a while, you know that I recently started those back up. So some of those Monday montages are Disney related, and then the next week will be book related, and those are, you know, 8 to 10 minute vlogs of nothing but basically footage to music. There you go. And I showed a lot of the books that Barnes & Noble had on sale. And then I failed and they bought books. Okay, let's be honest. I knew I was gonna buy books. I knew deep down because even the day before I posted this on Instagram. I knew my money was going bye-bye. So let's start with the 2 magazines I got. I do love reading magazines. Probably not the kind of magazines y'all like though. Not a People with the Times magazines. You know, mine's normally history related, nature related, that type of thing. So that is why I ended up with Life Birds. And as you saw on the Monday montage, they actually had 2 covers. Well, actually, I think I showed the alternate cover because I had picked that one up, and then behind it was this one. It is the same exact magazine, just with 2 different covers. And of course, I had to get the Cardinal. So quite a thick magazine there. As I've gotten older, I've become a bird watcher. I know. It's just proven that I'm over 50. So I've put out multiple bird houses now, multiple bird feeders, which, those darn squirrels. Always finding a way to my bird feeders. And then my other magazine, both of these were the same price. So it ended up being even. Like I said, the sale was buy one, get one half off. I love Halloween. So the history of Halloween, so many. First of all, I love like just the graphics in this magazine. This is totally my type of magazine. So learning some Halloween history here. I'm about halfway through with the magazine at this point. Ghostly going on. Okay. I kid you not. I came out here to read my magazine, and it is about to storm. Like thunder galore. This story takes place in South Carolina. I live in North Carolina, so that always gets my attention. But what has happened here is that this woman's mother was a renowned author, actually a prodigy, because when she was 12, she published this book that just was like this sensation. But then her mother disappeared while the world is concentrating on where is this famous author, because they want the sequel. And it is written, like her manuscript or whatever, it's written in an invented language. So the world is just like, oh, where is this woman? We need this sequel. The daughter just wants her mother back. All that happened in 1927. It is now 1952. And the daughter is actually an illustrator with her own daughter. And then all of a sudden, some man from London contacts her and says, I know about your mom's language. I have found stuff that, can help decipher all that. And so what does the woman do? She takes her daughter and they head off to London. Unfortunately, it is during the time of the horrific London smog. Her daughter is asthmatic. She's having huge problems. She takes off to the family retreat of the man, Charlie, who says he can help. And then it is there that Clara must find the courage to uncover the truth about her mother and the story she left behind. Ooh, the mystery. First of all, now let's admire this cover. Beautiful. Do you see where the water is like actually kind of shiny? So mystery book. And the fall is a wonderful time to read a mystery book, although it's hard. Like, to me, this is a spring book because the cover makes it a spring book. All right, what's next? I like just like, okay, we got a thin book. What thin book do we have? Oh, we have a middle grade. I did buy one middle grade book. This is just beautiful. I love this. Isn't this just beautiful? Look at this cover. Oh, in a wise and magical companion to the puppets of Spellhorst, we revisit the land where tales swirl within tales, and every moment is a story in the making. So very, very thin book, but look at this. Oh, the actual cover is just as wonderful as the jacket, and then the end pages. I am in love with the end pages here. And this is just going to be one of those, just like, I just need to get away from the world and I need to go into a bubble, but it needs to be a quick bubble because I only have a little bit of time to be in the bubble, because that's the reality of life. So that is when I will end up reading this one. All right, and what's next? We have, okay, let's just be honest here. I don't care what this book is about. I only bought it because of the sprayed edges and the cover and the inside of the actual cover, like the jacket. I bought it because of the jacket and the sprayed edges and the actual book cover. But anyway, the 25th anniversary of Joanne Fluke's chocolate chip cookie murder. Let me just, how does this just not get your attention? So I'm guessing some of you have already read this, read other books by her. I'm guessing a cozy mystery most likely, but isn't this just absolutely mwah? Wait for it. It gets better. Look at this. I'm just like, okay, wait. Oh my gosh, can you even? I mean, this cat right here says cozy mystery, right? Oh my gosh, oh. The only thing missing is that they could have sprayed like chocolate chip cookie scent in the book. Wouldn't that have been wild? Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Again, I don't even care what the book is about. just love the cover. That is, oh, and the inside jacket. I totally forgot about that. Look. It's an alternate, like you can flip it over. And if I wanted a yellow cover, I could use this one. Isn't this absolutely awesome? Okay, I do remember reading this though. Hold on. Okay. What is this? Dear Hannah fans, this is so exciting. My publisher is releasing this all new version of Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder to celebrate the book's 25th anniversary. This is the mystery that introduced the world to Hannah Swenson. My gosh, what's wrong with me? I hope you'll pick up several copies to use as gifts for your friends and relatives. Who knows what wonderful things could happen if you share them with others. After all, if you let the recipient know that you certainly wouldn't mind if they tried some of the recipes and brought some baked goods over to share with you, it would certainly start the day off right. So many things have changed since I wrote the first edition, especially grocery prices. Okay, I guess she puts the prices in here with the recipes. For instance, back then you could buy a box of cornflakes for only $3.50. A bag of chocolate chips was a bit over $2, and eggs were less than $1 a dozen. Milk cost only $2.50 a gallon, and a loaf of bread was $1. Bill Clinton was the president. Gas was $1.50 a gallon, and your average home cost only $150,000. Unfortunately, neither time nor cookie prices stand still. Okay, all I have to say is if she writes, is like the little bit of humor and stuff that she's put in this letter, if that's the way she writes, I'm already hooked. I like the humor in here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, and it just keeps going, but I won't keep going. Guys, you got to go check this book out. Go to the store. Go look it up. Okay, so is there a recipe? Oh my god. Oh, what is this? Yes. Brown sugared. Look how cute this is. Now you understand why I had to buy that book. Okay guys, I just realized the time. I can't finish this right now. I have to go get my mammogram. Is that TMI? No, it is not. It is a public service announcement. Women, go get those mammograms. But to you, I'll be right back. And just like that, I am back. The next book I'm a little worried about. I know that I have picked this book up several times at bookstores. It was published in 2024. And when I got home, I almost felt like I've already bought it. But I hope not. I hope I'm just like recognizing the cover and knowing that almost every time I went to the bookstore, I picked it up. I hope. Guys, I have stacks of books that I haven't got to yet. My TBR is stacks and stacks and stacks full. And I just can't help adding to it. Oh my gosh. But anyway, so here we go. The Cure for Women by Lydia Reader. What a cool name, Reader. Dr. Mary Putnam, and the challenge to Victorian medicine that changed women's lives forever. First of all, I am loving, I love nonfiction, guys. I love learning. I love history. That's why you don't get really romance books and reviews and stuff on this channel, because I just don't have time for that. I got stuff to learn. So here we go. After Elizabeth Blackwell became the first woman to graduate from medical school in 1849, more women demanded a chance to study medicine. Barred entrance to universities such as Harvard, women built their own first-rate medical schools and hospitals. Their success sparked a chilling backlash from elite white male physicians. And then we go down. As one of the best educated doctors in the world, Miss Mary Putnam here returned to New York for the fight of her life, aided by other prominent women physicians. She conducted the first ever data-backed scientific research on women's reproductive biology. The results of her studies shook the foundations of medical science and higher education, and arguably were instrumental in eventually winning the vote for women. So full of larger-than-life characters and drama, The Cure for Women documents the birth of a sexist science still haunting us today as the fight continues for control of women's bodies and lives. Let me see. Only thing I'm not seeing in this book that I wish was in here was more like pictures. The only picture was the one I showed you. So I wish there was like news articles or something to it, but I am sure this is going to be a great read. It won't be, it's not high on my TBR right now because I have so many, but I will eventually get to it. And I really think my daughter, who is in genetics, would also enjoy it. The last up is actually a journal. If you watch my family channel, Life's a Whirlwind, you know that I do a lot of traveling. We are really blessed that my husband gets 8 weeks paid vacation. Now I can take as much vacation as I want. Mine's just unpaid, which really sucks, but at least he gets 8 weeks paid vacation, so that's why we travel so much. This journal was on sale for $9, plus I had my Barnes & Noble discount, membership discount, so I actually got it for like $7.71 or something like that. But anyway, love journals, you guys know that. So we have the destination. There's so much, and this is going to be written in next month. I am not kidding. I just uploaded and had a video go live on the Life's a Whirlwind channel on actually a new trail. It was an old railroad tracks, and it ended up being, they made it into a new trail for the community. It's eventually going to be 19 miles long, I think. It's only 6 miles right now. But anyway, I showed that. We went for a walk on that. Then we went to the coffee house and started planning our next road trip, which is going to be in September. So gonna start, September, gonna fill this thing up. So just the dates of the trip, all the transportation, the accommodations, things we want to see and do, which will never fit on this. I actually have other journals that I put all of that stuff in, but I can condense it after I know for sure what we're going to do. And then trip notes, I like this at the date, and I really like the fact that like I can check the weather. Was it sunny? Was it partly cloudy? Was it rainy? Was it thunderstorms? Was it snow? I really like this little part in here. That's something that I forget to do when I write in journals. So we have a whole bunch of pages on that for a long trip. And then we have a wrap up, the trip roundup, who went on the trip, would you recommend the hotel, what's something you learned, what's the thing you would do again, what's something you would do differently, what's a tip you'd advise to others who are going here, food and restaurant, my favorite food and restaurants, shops and local places, activities and sites, and my top 3. What were your favorite moments from this trip? I love that. Then the final thoughts, and then we have a quote, like in this one, I travel not to go anywhere, but to go. I travel for travel's sake. Robert Louis Stevenson. So who are some of the other quotes? Let's see, I'll just find one more. Here we go. Okay. So we have live life with no excuses, travel with no regret. We've all heard that one by Oscar Wilde. So there you have it. There is my hardback, 50% off hardback haul from Barnes and Noble. So if you like bookish content, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification button, because most of the time every other video on this channel is book related. The opposite videos are Disney related. And until the next page.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. I've been all